Good morning. My name is Joshua Palmer. I'm a civilian paramedic as well as a combat medic for the U.S. Army. I'm currently stationed in Kansas right now, Fort Riley, Kansas. I'm with the 1st Brigade, 1st Battalion, 5th Field Artillery, and I'm a line medic for the Delta Battery. So basically I wanted to go into a couple things about some of the stuff that I carry, and one thing that I've picked up from other people are various knives and everything, and that's basically what I want to talk about today. So I've gained quite a few over the years as working as a civilian paramedic, and since I came in as a combat medic, I've also gained a few that way also. So I have 4 different kinds today. One's not really the same class of them, but hear me out. So the first one I have is the Gerber crisis hook. Looks just like that. It's got a cutter in the front, O2 wrench, and a glass breaker on the bottom side. The next one I have is the Benchmade 8MED. It's pretty much the same stuff. It's got a knurl grip right there, O2 wrench, and a cutter right there. And I'm not really sure what this little piece in the front is. I've never used it for anything. Next I have the Leatherman Z Rex. Looks like that, and pretty much these are almost all identical. It's got your cutter right there. It's actually got a dual cutter, which I'll talk about in a second. O2 wrench. This one actually has I think it's a 1/4 inch hex right there, and a carbide cutter or glass breaker in the bottom. And the last one, which I personally carry, are my kit. When I say my kit, my body armor. This is a little bit different. This is by a brand called Ripshears, and this is my North American Rescue scissor leash. But I love these scissors. But these are the, I don't even know, like the tan, I guess. But it does have an O2 wrench right there, and it also has a cutter right there, which is why I threw this in. So first off, this is not really a review. I mean, I've used these, but this is more like a, hey, this is what these are about. So first off is the Gerber crisis hook. It's very sharp. It's very sharp. I like this more. It seems to be able to, I have slightly bigger hands, so I'm able to hold this a little bit better. It's kind of skeletonized, which makes it nice. It's also got like a rubbery kind of feel to it. The O2 wrench is very nice. Glass breaker, never used it as a glass breaker. I've actually personally never used this unit itself, but it's actually pretty nice. Now the case that you guys get with it is one that looks like this, and it just slips right in. It also has this piece on the back end. It kind of looks like this. So it can attach to like a belt. I usually attach this to my Molly system. But the one that comes with this is actually the same color, so this is just, it came off a different unit. But beyond that, it's a pretty good device. It holds the case in there pretty nice. The next one I have is the Benchmade 8MED, and I was given this, so I've never paid for it. I don't know how much these are. Actually, I think they're all roughly about less than $50. Some of them are like 20-ish. I know Benchmade makes some pretty expensive stuff, but this one I have used on a live patient. I've never used the O2 wrench. It works just like an O2 wrench should. I'm not really a huge fan of it unless you're wearing gloves, because it starts cutting into your skin depending on how hard you're pulling it. But the whole thing is steel. I mean, it's probably aluminum. I don't know what it is. I think it's steel. It's very robust. It's a very nice knife. Once again, well, here is the actual case that it comes in. I usually slip it down head first and slip this piece over. And this I carry on my belt, on my rigger's belt. This one's actually, I've been given like 4 or 5 of these, so I just keep a whole bunch of them for a spare. The next one, which is a fairly new requirement that our unit has sent out, is this Leatherman Z Rex, and I never even heard of it. I know Leatherman makes a lot of good multi-tools and everything, but I never knew anything about this Leatherman Z Rex, and this is what it looks like. So I thought it was steel. It's just aluminum. It's literally what it is. It's got the same, and I'm left-handed too, so it makes it not as ideal, but it's literally the exact same thing. There's all aluminum right here. You got your carbide cutter in the back, glass breaker. I think I don't have the specs right now, but I think that's a 1/4 inch hex. But what's really cool about this is if you look at the head, you'll notice there's 2 cutters here, there and there. Well, as I'll show you with my next one, I kind of screwed up my cutter. So this allows you to, you have to use a Phillips head in order to get it out, but it'll allow you to actually use another side of the cutter, which is really cool. So there's that. I was looking at literally just a little bit ago how much the replacement heads cost, and they range from about $10 to like $15. So the case that comes with it looks like this. You can attach it with the MOLLE system in the back. I usually just stick the head down and close it, and I stick it on my kit. Now, last but not least, which I personally love, I use this in the civilian world as a paramedic, and I've used it here, is my Ripshears. Now, these are a regular pair of trauma shears with the added ability to have this little unit attached to it, and Ripshears is the brand name. I'm not endorsing it, I'm not being sponsored by it, but I love them. I really do. The shears seem to have a lot more durability compared to other ones, and I realize you can get like 20 of them for $10, if even that much. So, but I absolutely love them. I've used them for years. But it has your O2 wrench right there and your cutter right here, and I've actually you can actually see, well, you can't really see it very well, but I had my last patient's pants were still stuck in there a little bit. But I accidentally, on my very last, not my very last patient, but the last patient I used these on, I hit a zipper and I jacked up my my blade. But these are replaceable blades. You see these screws right here, you can actually take, well, you have to take the whole thing off, and the whole thing comes apart and you can replace the blades. So I have some replacement blades, I just don't ever put them in. But this actually hangs on my kit. I actually put this up in my vest, or my IOTV, and just kind of keep it there. So, but overall, these are very nice knives. Well, cutters, whatever you want to call them. I always have one on me at all times, as well as just a regular pocket knife. They're good if you like them. If not, then so be it. But the Gerber runs about $20, I'd say $20-25. I saw the Leatherman, the Z Rex, that was on sale for a Black Friday sale for $22. The Ripshears here cost about $20 some, and the Benchmade I've seen upwards of 30 to 40, sometimes 50. So there's different ones there's different ones. I know they sell some in the PX that are roughly the same. One of them's really small, but yeah. So that's that. If you got any questions, I'll be posting some more videos about Fort Riley here and some of my medical adventures and some of my medical mishaps. But cheers.